Welcome back children, myself Bhawar, I am a maths teacher. Today we are going to start your new topic is using past and to when telling the time. Here you can see when you will tell the time in English. Now let's start. We have this clock, you can see. I will tell you what is the use of quarter in the clock. First of all, we know the quarter. What is the quarter? First of all, we will divide into 4 equal parts to this clock. I have divided 4 equal parts to this clock. You can see this part is called quarter. Understood? This part means चौथाई हिस्सा. ठीक है, fourth part is called quarter. When we will tell the time in English, we will use for this term. We will not say 15 minutes, we will say quarters. Understood? Okay, let's go. Now you can see there are two things. It's to and past. And left hand part of this clock we will use to when we will tell the time in English. In right hand you can see it is past. We will use past when we will tell the time in English for this part, for right hand part. And I have already discussed about this part is called quarter. This part is called quarter. This part is also called quarter. Now let's go. Now you can see this clock. There are half past, 10 past, quarter past, 20 past, 25 past and half. For this we will use half past. For example 12:30, 1:30 we will use half past. And you can see in left hand side we will use 2. For example 25 to 22, okay, for quarter 10 to and 5 to. Then in sharp time, why we use 25? Because how many times are remaining for sharp time? For example 1:35, so we will use 25 to 2 o'clock, mean 25 to, we will say only 25 to 2. Now let's go. I think you understood this thing. Now we see the example. Now you can say in this clock minute hand is representing 2, means it's 10. It's 10 minutes. 5 and 10. Okay. Now our hand is represented to 12. And simply we will say is 12:10. I already taught you about this. What time is 12:10? But how we'll say in English? We will say is 10 minutes. It's 10 past 12. Here you can see it's 10 minutes past 12. Understood? First of all, we will write 10. We will write minutes. Minutes is 10. Okay. We will use this term past. We will write 12 hours. Now see another example. Now you can see now time is 12:15. How will say in English? You can see it is quarter. This part is called quarter. क्वार्टर को हमने पहले लिखना है मिनट्स. ओके, नाउ मिनट्स आर क्वार्टर. क्वार्टर पास्ट 12, क्योंकि आवर्स की जो आवर हैंड है वो किस पर है, किसको पॉइंट कर रहा है, 12 को. तो यू विल राइट 12, क्वार्टर पास्ट 12. Another example. Now time is 5, 10, 15, 20. Now minutes hand is representing to 20 minutes and short hand is between 12 and 1 is representing to 12. Now we can say how many minutes are there. It's 20 minutes. It's 20 past 12. It's 20 past 12. Understood? Now see another example. I have already discussed about this. You can see we call this part half. What time is it? Now time is 12:30. Okay. How will say in English? We will say time is half past. क्या बोला था मैंने? I told you about this. Half past. Half past 12. Understood? It's half past 12 because minute hand is representing to half. We will use half past 12. You can say it's 12:30. What is that time? What time is it? Now you can see, we can say in simple way, it's 12:40. Okay, we will use for this clock, for this part, left hand part, we will use 2. I told you about this. After half part we will use, for left part we will use 2 when we will tell the time in English. Let's see how many times are remaining for this. कितना टाइम रह रहा है, कितने मिनट्स, how many minutes are remaining for 1 o'clock. It's 1, 5, 10, 15, 20. So 20 minutes are remaining for 1 o'clock. Okay, we will say 20 minutes to 1. It's 20 to 1. You can say it's 20 minutes to 1. Now see another example. I have already discussed about this. You can see this part is quarter. This part is quarter. So we will say it's quarter to 1. In simple we will say 12:45, but we will say in English it's quarter to 1. I think you understood this thing. You can see it's quarter. It's quarter to 1. Mean quarter parts are remaining for 1 o'clock. How many minutes are remaining for this? 5, 10. How many minutes are remaining for 1 o'clock? It's 10 minutes. What time is 12:50? In simple way, it's 10 to 1. We will tell that time in how many minutes are remaining. It's 10. It's 10. We will say it's 10 to 1. Thank you children. Watch this video and understand the concept. Okay, you will do practice, you can do. Thank you.